Now, moving on to the next one, it's our second one for this afternoon. It's called MyCash Online. Now, this is a team from Malaysia. They are a mobile app that offers tailored financial solutions to unbanked migrant workers in their own mother tongue, providing easy, secure, and convenient online services such as paying bills online and to buy train tickets with an e-wallet. You have 5 minutes. Please jumpstart your dream now.
Hello, hi, good afternoon. My name is Mehdi. I'm the founder of MyCash Online. MyCash Online is a super app for the migrant workers, especially those who are working in the Middle East and also Southeast Asia. Actually, I'm a migrant myself, so I stayed almost 12 years in Malaysia. I started MyCash in 2016 to help the fellow migrant workers in Malaysia, and then we expanded to Australia, Singapore, and currently we are in talk with the Hong Kong investment board to move our Chinese and Hong Kong operations, and also in Hong Kong. What do we do actually? As you know that there is almost 30 million migrant workers across Southeast Asia and the Middle East. They're still unbanked today. And the majority of them is in the Malaysia, Singapore, Hong Kong, and in the Middle East. And actually, they send a lot of money home. Every year, they send over 88 million US dollar home through, and they actually, we have done a research. We saw that 60% of them they like to use non-bank financial institutions to send money home. What do we do actually? So we actually created an app that is actually have all the services they need in a single Android app. And this is available in their mother tongue, so they do not need to learn English or any other language to use our app. For example, in Malaysia, the migrant workers, they can actually download our apps and use it from their phone. But if they do not have a phone, what they can do, they can actually visit some of our shops. We call them mobile salesperson. We have around 800 shops around Malaysia. They can go to the shops and use the services from there, and they can actually access purchase bus ticket, money transfer, and all other services that we have. Actually, we do have 6 vertical of services. We have cross-border remittance, we have local and international utility bill payments, we have mobile top-up from 140 countries, we have bus ticket, train ticket, airline ticket, and also we do sell international local e-commerce services. So traction, we are 4 years old company now. We have every month we do around 70,000 worth of transactions in Malaysia itself with 90,000 registered customer, and we have actually 3 million monthly US dollar monthly GMV. And the main reason of our success is our business model. We have a very, very good business model. What we do actually for every service, we do not actually charge our customer anything extra. We take a cut from our suppliers like the telcos or the airlines or the bus company. So apparently the user can get it cheaper than some other places. So that's why they use our services. So as a social enterprise, that is our commitment to bring the services cheaper, and also our social responsibility to help them. So in last 3 years, we have grown so well. If you see that we've grown 53% in our GMV last year from 2018, and we are hoping to grow more this year. If you see a map of Malaysia, you see that we are everywhere, especially on the rural areas and in the town areas. Everywhere we have customers, and they use our services every day. And we want to do that in other countries. We do have a very multi-ethnic, multi-racial team from many countries. We have a team in Singapore. We have a 2-person team in Hong Kong and Australia, and we have a team in Bangladesh and Malaysia. So what next? Actually, we are planning to do a prepaid card for the migrant workers and bring them in the future, so that they can actually get more of it. They can actually send money easily. They can withdraw money. They can actually go to the shops and buy online. So this is to make them totally online, and so that they do not need to actually use cash anymore. So this we wanted to do because we have seen that most of them still are don't have this access to the bank or other financial institutes. We also creating a pool of information that is working as a credit rating so that they can get some loan in the futures. We have achieved so many awards in the last few years. We are the one of the runner-up for the MAS Fintech Award last year. We have won 100,000 Sing dollar from the MAS in Singapore. We also got few other awards in last few years, and we have been in many competition and also in the newspapers. So show our presence, and that's all. Thank you very much. I think I'm on time.
Thank you very much. Wow, that was perfect. Time's up. And before I go on to the Q&A session, just a gentle reminder to all of our presenters. Actually, I know you're probably looking to add quite a few windows, but it's probably much easier if you just answered the question that is coming out of my mouth. So that way it makes it easier for everyone, even the ones that's our friends that's at home that's watching, because I know some of them are probably not looking at the chat box. So it's probably easier if the questions actually are read out by me. So that way everyone gets the same messages. Thank you. Now let's move on to the questions. Wow, I got a bunch of questions here. Now this is from Raymond.
Okay.
What's your plan to expand outside of Malaysia? How are the pockets of pain points outside of Malaysia? And number two, what is the split of TXN volume coming through app versus through the retail outlet?
Okay. First question: the outside Malaysia. We currently, actually, I'm in Singapore already. We started an operation in Singapore. We applied for remittance license to MS recently, and we hope by another 2-3 months we'll able to up and running our app in Singapore for the migrant workers in Singapore. We do have an investor from Hong Kong. She is currently talking with Hong Kong government to get our license. So we hope that within 2 months we will be able to get something. She is a Hong Kong resident. She's also investor and chief strategy officer of the company, Miss Jenny Cho. So she is trying very hard in Hong Kong to get it, and we are also in talk with actually Gobi partners in Malaysia to get the Taqwa Check investment, so we can bring our services in Saudi Arabia in the Middle East, because Saudi Arabia have 10 million over migrant workers. So next this year we are planning to roll out in 3 countries: Saudi, Singapore, and Hong Kong. That is our plan for outside Malaysia. Okay, the thing is the split between the shops and the direct customers. In Singapore, we are not planning to go for, in Singapore and Hong Kong, we'll be not going for any retails. We'll be directly to the customers, because it's a small country and people got access to the banks, and people got access to the ATM and CDM machines. But in Malaysia, it's a big country. The banks are not everywhere. That's why we are using retail channel there. And actually, when we started, the retail channels are giving us around 50% of our business, but now it's shrink to 20%. We are pushing very hard to communicate directly to the customer rather than going through this retail channel. So hopefully by next year we'll have 100% direct customers through our apps.
All right, thank you so much. And I'm looking at the split screen right now. Can I have a show of hands from our judges to see who would like to pose some questions? Because I know we have a delay here. So it would be nice to know if there's any judges who has a question that they're typing up right now. Would you please raise your hand if you have a question that's coming? All right, we'll wait for that coming in. Okay, thank you. Please type it in, or turn on your microphone if it works for you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Clear.
Yeah. So, what's your view in terms of a competition landscape, especially ASEAN has a super app like Grab, GoJet. They offer similar service, if I understand correctly.
Yeah, actually, our competition is not Grab. Actually, for example, our competition is in Singapore is TransferWise or other remittance partners actually. So what we have seen that in Singapore especially, there is people. For example, the CEO of DBS Bank is an expat, so his salary is like 40 or 60,000 Sing dollar, and the maid or driver he got is his home. His salary is also maybe $1,500, $1,000. So these two people all are migrants, but their income, their lifestyle, their living things are different. So we are developing an app only for those people, those who are earning a very less amount of money, $1,500 or $1,000 a month only, and they don't know how to read and write English. So the Grab or any other super app, when they design the service, this is for the mass people, for Singaporean or for Malaysians. Their needs, the needs of a migrant worker, the cleaner of their home is not same. So that's how we are actually keeping us separate from this type of giants. Actually, we are a niche app for the niche group of customers, and I think we are doing a very good job for them. If you see our growth rate for last 3 years, you can see that we have achieved very good result on that actually. Thank you for your question.
Thank you very much. And I know that Anita has another question. Would you like to pose that? Thank you.
It's Johnny here. Can I ask
Sure.
a question?
Okay.
Yeah, I think you go first.
Yeah,
Um,
Anita,
Let me
I
answer.
heard her. I heard her. She was holding her microphone.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I think
yeah. Let me.
there we go.
Yeah. Okay. So, what's proprietary about the business model? How are you going to defend when there is actually quick followers who would like to adopt similar model by offering something similar in the markets?
Yeah, actually, the thing is our app. This app is nothing important there. Anybody can build the app, but what we have did actually, we have achieved trust of our customers. You know, the migrant worker from a Bangladeshi or a Nepali migrant workers who are working in Malaysia or Singapore, he never used a bank even in his home. He's an unbanked from the beginning of his life until today. And I am telling him, you need to deposit or you need to put your money in my app. And it's your bank account. So that is a very big jump for people. And we have somehow achieved that. They trust us. 90,000 of the people now trust us because we built the relationship. We are because I am migrant myself, that so that maybe they actually I understand their mentality, they understand me. So we build actually a relationship and a trust that actually going day by day beyond actually. And I don't think that is very easy to do actually. So for other companies, so the quick followers, they need to actually go to achieve that in next 2 3 years, and I hope I will go beyond that time over them actually. So that's how we are actually keeping ourselves ahead of them. Thanks a lot for your questions.
Thank you so much. Let's have a quick question by Johnny. I know there's one quick question that's coming in. Thank you.
Okay. There's a company called TNG from Hong Kong. Do you come across them in your major markets? And how do you compete with them if you do?
Actually, TNG, we have some partnership with them before. So TNG is a B2B solution mainly actually. So for example, TNG have an investment in Malaysia and Singapore called a company called Tranglo. So they do actually, we are their partners. So they do actually B2B settlement for us actually. So they don't like Tranglo or TNG. Tranglo don't have any direct customers in Malaysia. They actually serve the people like us, for like MyCash, to connect the banks in Hong Kong or banks in China or banks in other countries. So they provide us a network facilities. So I think they are a bit different in this region. In this region actually.